My child, if you skip this message, you may delay what heaven has already released. You have been wondering why God has been silent. You have prayed the same prayers again and again. You have fasted, you have waited, you have listened for a sign, a voice, a breakthrough, but all you heard was quiet. And in that quietness, fear tried to speak. Doubt tried to explain. The enemy tried to convince you that God had forgotten you. But hear this clearly and let it sink deep into your spirit. The silence of God is not the absence of God. It is often the final moment before revelation. There are seasons when God speaks with thunder, and there are seasons when he speaks with stillness. Many people only recognize God when he is loud, but the spiritually mature learn to recognize him even when he is quiet. The silence you are in right now is not punishment. It is preparation. In the scriptures, Job cried out to God and said that he looked to the left and to the right, but he could not find him. Job searched everywhere and felt abandoned. Yet all along, God was watching. God was listening. God was allowing a process that Job could not understand in the moment. And when God finally spoke, Job realized something powerful. God was never gone. He was refining. Some answers cannot come early. Some revelations would destroy you if they arrived before your faith was strong enough to hold them. This is why God seals certain things. Not because he does not love you, but because he loves you too much to reveal them too soon. There are things written about your life that have been sealed in heaven. Plans, instructions, opportunities, and warnings that were closed until an appointed time. Just like the visions given to Daniel, which were sealed until the time of the end, your story has chapters that could not be opened prematurely. Heaven does not rush. Heaven moves with precision. You have been asking, God, why the delay? But God has been asking, can you handle what you are asking for? Because what you are praying for is not small. It is not light. It requires growth, discipline, humility, and obedience. Delay is often God's mercy, not his denial. Abraham waited decades for a promise. Joseph waited years in betrayal and prison. Moses waited 40 years in the wilderness. David was anointed king but waited years before sitting on the throne. Delay did not cancel their calling. Delay prepared them for it. You see the waiting is wasted time, but heaven sees it as construction time. God has been building something inside you that cannot be rushed. Character must be formed before power is released. Faith must be tested before promotion is given. There was a moment when Lazarus was sick, and Jesus was informed. Jesus loved Lazarus. He loved Martha and Mary. Yet when he heard the news, he stayed where he was for 2 more days. From a human perspective, this looked like neglect. It looked like delay. It looked like indifference. But Jesus was not late. He was intentional. By the time Jesus arrived, Lazarus had been dead for 4 days. Hope was gone. Mourning had begun. Faith had weakened. But that delay created space for a miracle that would reveal God's glory in a way healing never could. If Jesus had come early, Lazarus would have been healed. But because Jesus waited, Lazarus was resurrected. What you are experiencing right now feels like loss. It feels like death. It feels like an ending. But God says the delay is setting the stage for resurrection. What seems buried is not finished. What seems forgotten is being prepared for revival. But hear this carefully. When God breaks his silence, it is not always comfortable. Revelation is powerful, but it is also demanding. God does not reveal truth to entertain you. He reveals truth to transform you. And transformation often requires confrontation. Some of what God is about to show you will comfort you. Other parts will challenge you. Some will heal you. Others will expose areas you avoided. Because before God releases what he promised, he removes what cannot go with you. The silence was not empty. It was God watching how you behaved when you thought he wasn't looking. It was God observing whether you would still trust him without reassurance. It was God testing whether your faith depended on feelings or truth. Many people say they want God to speak, but few are ready to obey when he does. Obedience is the price of revelation. And revelation increases responsibility. Once God shows you truth, you can no longer claim ignorance. This is why some people remain in silence longer than others. Not because God favors some more than others, but because not everyone is willing to obey what will be revealed. God does not waste revelation on disobedience. Right now, heaven is opening what was sealed. But this opening comes with instruction. God is not just answering prayers. He is giving direction. And direction requires movement. You cannot remain where you are and step into what is coming. There are relationships God has been warning you about. Habits he has been convicting you of. Decisions he has been calling you to make. The silence was giving you time to align yourself before the next step. Do not mistake this moment. This is not just another message. This is not just encouragement. This is a divine interruption. God is saying the waiting season is ending, but the obedience season is beginning. When God speaks after silence, it means change is near. Doors will open that you did not force. Doors will close that you begged to keep open. Paths will shift, comfort zones will be challenged, and excuses will no longer work. Some people will not understand the changes you are about to make. Some will question your obedience. Others will resist the growth they see in you. But remember, God did not reveal this to them. He revealed it to you. What is coming will require courage. Faith without action will no longer sustain you. God is calling you to walk, not just believe. To move, not just hope. To obey, not just pray. The reason this message feels heavy is because it is important. The reason it feels urgent is because timing matters. Heaven does not repeat divine warnings endlessly. When God speaks clearly, it is because the window is open. You are not late. You are not forgotten. You are not disqualified, but you are being called to respond. What you do next will determine what happens next. So listen carefully. Stay attentive. Do not rush past this moment. Do not dismiss this as coincidence. Heaven has been waiting for your attention. Because what comes after silence is not just revelation. It is responsibility, and how you respond will shape the next chapter of your life.